Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your end of May 2018 tarot update. It's Rena. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. I always think of this deck as a scorpionic deck because it's very kind of creepy, crawly, and gothic, and it's kind of fun. So, you know, it's not Halloween, obviously, but it's the next best thing. And I just did Sagittarius's reading, and I got the Death card, which is your card, and that one might be the most hilarious drawing of them all. So but it's fun to mix things up a little bit and use some of the decks that I haven't used in a while. Ooh, this one's in reverse. I don't get that very often anymore. I'm getting the Three of Wands a lot, so for whatever reason. I love the Hermit card in this deck. It's so cute. I just picked that one for another sign. Okay. Alrighty then, so the focus card, the Son of Wands, which corresponds to the Knight of Wands. And this can be like a fire sign male. It's associated with Sagittarius. I associate it with Aries. Leo's the other fire sign. And if this is you could be very gutsy and a lot more independent at this time, and just being for whatever reason. But this could be, you know, this is one of those people cards, so it's possible that this is a male fire sign, or who has that fiery temperament that is very independent and has commitment issues. And you know, there's a lot of fire in this reading. So passion sparks sexual attraction or a sexual relationship, and you know, it's the usual drill. The Scorpio person wants that committed relationship, and the other person wants to play. And so that could be kind of the crux, the heart of the matter, that you are with somebody who has commitment issues. It's a lot of fun, but you want to take it to the next level. This is the challenge card, and it's so the Ace of Wands, starting this exciting venture. I like this. I love these because they're pen and ink drawings. They're so pretty. But this is not, the Ace is a beginning, starting a relationship with this person, but you can't because this person will not commit. And so the relationship can never get off the ground. You may say, but I do have a relationship. Yeah, you might have a friends with benefits deal going on, a booty call situation, but not necessarily what you're looking for. If this is like something with work, I think this is entrepreneurial. When you have Wands, you're talking about creative things, and that would be your own business, and maybe you're dealing, maybe you have a partner or something like that, and that person is really great at creative stuff, the idea man, but they're not necessarily dependable. You can't always count on that person, so that could kind of rub you the wrong way. The foundation card is the Eight of Wands. There's that lightning strike, and that indicates a catalyst, you know, a situation just kind of like coming, you know, springing to life. So this might have been something that was sudden, where you met somebody and you were instantly attracted to them. And maybe even for like a Scorpio person, that you're typically cautious, you're not that spontaneous, but this was an exception to the rule. And as a result, you might not have really thought much about where this was going. And that might be why you're experiencing some of this, the unpleasant surprise of what it really all is boiling down to. And so maybe you didn't think something through, and we're just kind of hastily doing things, and now you're kind of left, especially if this is like somebody that you've invested money with, you might be left holding the bag, so to speak. The higher message, I have to look at it upright so I can see this. Four of Wands in reverse. So in the upright position, the Four of Wands is a card of the hearth and home, and it's a marriage card. It's that stability that, the number 4 is foundational, but it's in the reverse position. So as a spiritual message, this is saying this is going against those things that you really want. And I think a lot of Scorpios are rather traditional, and that they want, and being a feminine sign, the home is very important for that purpose. The home is your nest. It's like the place away from the world. And the fire energy is the world, is that passion. They in yoga, they call it the mode of passion. When you're in that worldly drama. And so the fire energy is extroverted, the water energy is introverted. And you are that introverted person, first and foremost, that likes to be away, have that place that you can go that's away from the maddening crowd, far from the maddening crowd. So you have to ask yourself, Scorpio, are you taking action that leads you away from or towards a home, a stable home? Whether or not you have children, you still like that stability. The Knight of Wands is a very unstable energy, is what I'm getting at. It's double masculine, double fire, I should say, but, double masculine too. So it can be overly aggressive, and it can be some very active, but not necessarily, but there's a chaos with that, when hyperactive, actually. The mundane advice is represented by the Three of Wands. So it may be that you need to expand your horizons. Maybe you have been kind of spinning your wheels with a person, place, or thing, and you need to kind of get out. Sometimes you need to move far away in order to press the reset button. For some Scorpios, this would be associated with your career or your business, that you could parlay a move into something that benefits you career-wise. But it could simply be that it's telling you that you're playing too small in your life. And if you're dealing with someone who is dragging you down in a way, that could be indicated also. Although with the Knight of Wands, this could be a facet of yourself, that you are getting more into that courageous self. I always think of the warrior energy. I always think of Scorpio as one of the most powerful signs. But sometimes I think that because Scorpio is a fixed sign as well as a water sign, the need for guarantees. The need for stability or security can overtake you and make you more cautious sometimes. The Knight of Wands is like a warrior who believes in their own sense of power and independence and is not afraid of taking on the challenges of life. Okay? So because of this, and because one of your rulers is Mars, you know, which is associated with Aries, and your other ruler is Pluto, which is no small potatoes either in terms of being very powerful. You may be just like kind of reflecting on your own power for some reason, Scorpio, at the end of May. And what's coming in is represented by the Hermit, so this is about maybe doing some reflecting. Isn't that cute? He's got his little, the inner light. So like seeking wisdom, inner wisdom. Maybe you have a decision you have to make and you want to make the best decision possible. Possibly about relocation or about dealing, you know, continuing to deal with a particular person. And the outcome is the Five of Wands. And this is another fire energy. Did I say the fire? No, I'm sure I said five, right? The Five of Wands is about getting in the fray. It might be conflict, but it's something where you are like up for a challenge. If you have a product to sell, if you are an entrepreneur, you're not afraid of any kind of competition. In other words, you're like, and I think that goes along with the Knight of Wands, where it's like, you know, bring it. I'm there. There's a sense of confidence. There's a sense of enterprise, and a sense of wanting to jump in the fray and not being afraid, not shrinking from the challenge of it, and feeling that excitement of that challenge. And even in the realm of relationship, if somebody is afraid to commit, you may confront them on it, and not be afraid and not do so in an offhanded manner, but really say, look, I'm into you, but I need a commitment. I can't just keep having this affair. I need to know that you're going to commit to me and want to be only with me. With the Five of Wands, it can indicate that there are other people. Just like with the Three of Wands, that there are multiple people. Maybe you find that out, and that helps you to make your decision if this is a relationship issue. That this person has been seeing several people. But I definitely think you're not going to back down. Let me pick an additional card just for clarification. What is this? Okay. I might have to pick another card because this is the Five of Pentacles. It's funny that this is kind of like a heavy image, isn't it? The Five of Pentacles is poverty consciousness. But it can be that mentally you are seeing lack around you, and this is why you choose to remain with somebody that is possibly seeing other people, because you feel like, what is my alternative? My alternative is that I'll be alone. And for some reason, at this time, that is not appealing to you. But the premise is faulty because you never know what's going to happen. And the same thing with career, that you may stay kind of stuck in one place because, you know, the unknown factor. Well, 10 of Cups, happily ever after. And maybe that's a cautionary tale, that if you allow your thoughts to remain limited, then, you know, there's that saying, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. And so sometimes you have to flip the script, change the pattern in order to manifest different results. And the Ten of Cups is actually a cup of marriage too. Or, you know, when I say marriage, I'm talking about also the equivalent of you know, supposedly monogamous and happy union. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Scorpio, and if you'd like a private reading, my information is below. Take care. Bye.